5 months into ethnic clash, security force personnel still don't allow Meiteis enter own home in Torbung areas. Protests demanding justice for truth-land students continued across valley. And flash floods in Sikkim's Tista River left 23 army personnel missing. Search operation on. Good evening, viewers. Welcome to Northeast Window. This is CELINA giving you the latest news updates at this hour. Now the news in detail. Even after 5 months into the ethnic clash triggered by Chin-Kuki terrorists, Meitei still can't return to their houses, which were luckily left out of arson by Kukis in Torbung area. Only people of 5 houses on the frontier side of Torbung village can visit their own houses. Village volunteer of Torbung Gram Panchayat, 𝐾𝐍𝐸 told North Window News that other places in the area, including Torbung Bazar, Torbung Gobindpur, Torbung Bangla, and Torbung 𝐻, still wore a deserted look. He said, people of Torbung Mamang can visit their houses only in daytime. He lamented that the native Meitei villagers still cannot return and stay at their village where the 133 CRPF is providing first layer protections and the 16 Kumon regiment is providing second layer protections. When asked why they are still not allowed to settle there, the security personnel told the villagers that they haven't received approval from the authority, Risi said. Questioning what the CRPF and the BSF personnel sent to control the crisis doing in Chuachandpur, he urged the government to deploy state force in Torbung area instead of the central forces and allow them to return to their homes.
Makha thangpada leiriba akhoi Torbung Gobindpur, Torbung Bazar, Torbung Bangla, Torbung 𝐻 hairiba mafamsidi akhoi mi amata changma ngamdri hauji fauba amata changbasu yade. Ida ujariba Torbung sabalekai mamangi yum mai chaudaba khara lei ado mai chaudaba akhoi gi leiba yaba yum singsida akhoina ayuk nungdin changjaba matamdadi leiriba army singna ayaba pibi tawbatabu akhoina nungdang lecture age yum jingje chaktabanina kaidabanina haiba matamdadi makoina madugi ayaba pibi de makoina akhoina hangjarubada makoina hairakpase asumna haibire akhoi mathakta approval laktabana maram oiraga akoina noi nungdang leandabani amadi nakhoi gi personal risks ki damak safety gi damak akoina noi leandabani haina sumaina paudam bire aduna akhoi gi somda Torbung da changaga yum leiriba singsida leijage haibada yadibase masigi approval se mathak thongba singna mungdang pibi duna akhoi bangdang changaga hanagi dumaina tangdu leitana thubo matamda lehanbiyo haina sarkar amadi concern department gi puning chingsingjari.
Merapaibis across Thoubal district carried out protest demonstrations against the brutal murder of 2 Meitei students and atrocities carried out upon protesting students by security forces. Khunai Kanba Apunba Merapaibi looked. Thoubal district and Thoubal Wangmataba Sorok Mathak Makha Apunba Merapaibi looked jointly staged a sit-in protest at Wangmataba Devi Mandop today. Speaking on the sidelines, General Secretary of Kukampal, Akwaizam Ongbi Chitreswari, demanded the most befitting punishment at the earliest for those behind the murders of the 2 innocent Meitei students. She also demanded that the mortal remains of those 2 students be handed over to their parents at the earliest. Athokpam Apunba Merapaibi also staged a sit-in at Thoubal Athokpam Bazar, while Tentha Apunba Merapaibi Loop also staged a protest at Tentha. President of Tentha Apunba Merapaibi Loop, Moyangthem Sanatombi, also demanded the mortal remains be handed over to their parents at the earliest and to punish the culprits at the earliest. Students of Manipur Nursing Institute also staged a protest at the gate of their college. Pioneers Club and Merapaibi staged a protest at Wangjing Hudamba Maning Laikai. Various slogans were chanted as well. Rising Union Club and Apunba Mayapaibi Lup Kangabok jointly staged a sit-in at the community hall of Kangabok Makha Part 3.
Customary law gi chatna bigi matung inna sumaina laibak thigraba asiba masa singje phangdriba phawbadi akoigi makoigi mathau krama tawdriba phawbadi akoina zadana thaktana sarai henna leiba chatna bi asibu akoigi ngasigi lengak asina asugumlaba mihathina hatokirba icha ani sigi saru machet matta warasu adumaina makoigi mafi maron machet amta warasu phangaga akoigi chatna bigi matung ina tawnanaba de makoigi mathau karma pangthoknanaba honabada lengaksina angamba thapta mateng pangbiduna adugumlaba mama mapa amasung Manipur praja miyangi damakta khanbiduna makoida adumaba asi
India government na akoigi Manipur gi kuki amasung maitai gi ani maki asida yengbiri ba miyeng michang mikai nai ba miyeng asi akoi yajaningde michang mikai nai bi kanu akoina Masidai Lady Chaching Siri Bajiki Mayum the Hakchangji Sinabu.
Volunteers of CCSK, UNESCO, Kafa, Amipko, Chitwa, Naila, KWWA, WWOK has mourned the demise of former president of Poire Lemerol Apunba Manipur, Longjam Memchobi. A minute's silence was maintained on the occasion at the office of Committee of Civil Societies Kanglei Park in New Chekon. Demanding justice for two slain Meitei students, Yai Lamjing Lup Nacho Panthung organized a torch march at Nacho Panthung in Bisnupur district last night. Nacho Apunba Mayapaibi also took out a torch march from Nacho Port Ngaifam till Nacho Panthung. Speaking to media, member of Yaifa Lamjing Lup Nacho Panthung, M. Robita demanded swift delivery of justice for the two innocent teenagers by taking befitting actions against the culprits.
ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯉꯁꯤ ꯏꯔꯥꯡ ꯑꯁꯤ ꯍꯧꯖꯔꯤꯕꯅꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ ꯃꯥꯡꯈ꯭ꯔꯤꯕ ꯁꯥꯇ꯭ꯔ ꯑꯅꯤꯁꯦ ꯃꯍꯥꯛꯀꯤ ꯃꯈꯣꯏ ꯑꯅꯤꯒꯤ ꯂꯪꯂꯥ ꯂꯪꯖꯤꯟ ꯄꯨꯊꯣꯛꯄꯤꯗꯨꯅ ꯑꯁꯤꯕ ꯍꯛꯆꯥꯡ ꯄꯨꯊꯣꯛꯄꯤꯌꯨ ꯄꯨꯊꯣꯛꯇ꯭ꯔꯤꯕ ꯐꯥꯎꯕꯗꯤ ꯂꯦꯞꯂꯤꯕ ꯏꯃꯥ ꯏꯕꯦꯟ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯑꯁꯦ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ ꯐꯥꯎꯕ ꯍꯌꯦꯡ ꯐꯥꯎꯕ ꯀꯣꯟꯅ ꯐꯥꯎꯕ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯍꯧꯗꯅ ꯂꯩꯒꯅꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯌꯥꯔꯤꯕ ꯃꯈꯩꯗꯤ ꯁꯔꯀꯥꯔꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯍꯧꯔꯤꯕ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯑꯁꯦ ꯁꯔꯀꯥꯔꯁꯨ ꯈꯔ ꯎꯕꯤꯌꯨ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯊꯕꯛ ꯇꯧꯔꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯒ ꯃꯤꯠꯅꯗꯤ ꯎꯗꯕ ꯇꯧꯔꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯒ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯃꯤꯠꯅ ꯎꯕ ꯊꯕꯛ ꯈꯔ ꯇꯧꯕꯤꯔꯎ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯁꯦ ꯁꯔꯀꯥꯔꯗ ꯊꯝꯖꯔꯤ
A music video album 𝐂𝐲 Ole 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 Do under Nongmei Film Productions, produced by Ruhini, Thoibi and Babina, was released at the residence of lyricist of the song Siam Manglang at Lamboy Khongnangkhong today. Apau and Radia Ketrimayum are the singers, while Bimol People is the director of the music video. At least 23 Indian Army personnel have gone missing due to flash floods in Sikkim Tista River, according to reports today. The flash floods were triggered by a sudden cloud burst over Lonak Lake in North Sikkim, which was compounded by the release of water from Chungthang Dam. A massive search and rescue operation has been launched to trace the missing army personnel. Giving more information about the cloudburst, the Gangtok District Administration said, the flash flood made its way through River Tista, sweeping Indrani Bridge in Singtam town, some 30 kilometers from Gangtok. A connection bridge of the Bulatar hamlet was also swept away around 4 a.m. South Lonark Lake, situated in northwest Sikkim, had seen a cloudburst causing incessant monsoon rainfall during the early hours of Wednesday morning. The flowing flash floods made its way through River Tista, sweeping Indrani Bridge in Singtam town, some 30 kilometers from Gangtok, informed Gangtok District Administration. Many homes near the River Tista, situated in Gangtok Singtam, have been evacuated. Additionally, temporary relief facilities have been established in the town's Singtam Senior Secondary School, aided officials. According to different sources, some army vehicles that were parked at Burdang near Singtang were submerged in the water when the flash flood occurred after the release of water from the Chungthang Dam. Due to flash floods, the water level in Sikkim Tista River has risen up to 15 to 20 feet high downstream. Sikkim's Chief Minister Prem Singh Tamang took stock of the flood-like situation. An alert regarding the flash flood has also been issued in view of the incident. Congress MP Jairam Ramesh made a scathing attack on the BJP-led government for failing to contain the violence in Manipur. In a press release, Jairam Ramesh said 5 months back on the evening of May 3rd, Manipur erupted because of the divisive politics of the so-called double-engine government there. After almost a month after being relieved from Karnataka election duties and other such urgent matters, the Home Minister deemed it fit to visit the state. But there has been no mark of improvement, added Jairam Ramesh. In fact, things have turned from bad to worse. Social harmony was broken down completely. Horrific details of violent crimes emerge every other day. Tens of thousands continue to languish in relief camps, he said. The Congress MP said clashes between the armed forces and the state police are routine. Yet the Prime Minister has been completely silent except for a much belated routine and ritualistic comment for less than 5 minutes in a 133-minute speech in the Lok Sabha on August 10th. The Chief Minister continues to brazen it out despite majority of BJP MLAs wanting him out of the office. Jairam Ramesh asked, when was the last time the Prime Minister visited Manipur? When was the last time the Prime Minister spoke to the BJP CM of Manipur? When was the last time the Prime Minister met BJP MLAs of Manipur? When was the last time the Prime Minister discussed Manipur with his cabinet colleague from the state? Never before has the Prime Minister completely abandoned a state and its entire people like now. That Manipur has come to this horrendous situation just about 15 months after the BJP got a huge mandate in the state is the most damning indictment of its policies and the Prime Minister priorities, says Jairam Ramesh. Delhi's Rouse Avenue Court on Wednesday granted bail to former Bihar Chief Minister and RJD Chief Lalu Yadav, his wife and former Bihar CM Rabri Devi, Bihar Deputy CM Tejaswi Yadav and RJD MP Misavarti in connection with the alleged land for job scams case. Special Judge Gitanjali Gol granted relief to the accused after they appeared before the court in pursuance of summons issued against them. The court, however, said that former Bihar CM and RJD Chief Lalu Yadav, former Bihar CM Rabri Devi, Bihar Deputy CM Tejaswi Yadav and RJD MP Misavarti will have furnished a personal bail bound of Rs 50,000 each. The court also directed the CBI to serve a copy of the charge sheet to all accused in the matter. The next date of hearing is October 16. Lalu Yadav, his wife Rabri Devi, son Tejaswi Yadav and RJD MP Misavarti immediately left the Rose Avenue Court after they were granted bail in the alleged land for jobs scam case. The central government on Wednesday announced to increase the subsidy for Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana beneficiaries from 200 rupees to 300 rupees. The government has raised subsidy amount for Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana beneficiaries from 300 rupees to 200 rupees to 300 rupees per LPG cylinder. Union Minister Anurag Thakur during a briefing on cabinet decision said, Ujjwala recipients currently pay 703 rupees per 14.2 kg cylinder compared to a market price of 903 rupees. They will now pay rupees 603 as a result of the Union Cabinet's decision. In addition, the Cabinet has approved the establishment of a Central Tribal University in Telangana, which will cost 889 crore rupees. The Cabinet has also approved the establishment of the National Turmeric Board and the government has already issued the necessary notification. The government has set an ambitious goal of increasing turmeric exports from rupees 1,600 crore to an impressive 8,400 crore rupees. The Pakistan's government has given an ultimatum to the undocumented foreign nationals, including Afghans, to leave the country by October 31st. The deportations and confiscating of assets will begin from November 1st. The decision was taken at an Apex Committee meeting of the National Action Plan on Tuesday, which was headed by Pakistan caretaker Prime Minister Anwarul Haque. Caretaker Information Minister Murtaza Solangi announced on platform X following the meet. And illegal immigrants have 28 days to leave Pakistani. It is learned that most Afghans will be targeted in the campaign to expel undocumented foreigners. Army Chief General Asim Munir, federal ministers, chief ministers and heads of state participated in the meeting. They also decided to take strict actions against businesses, properties owned by illegal migrants, according to Pakistan's Daily Dawn. The committee also decided that the movement across the border would be subject to only visas and passports, and Afghan nationals will be allowed based on their identity cards until October 31st, as quoted by Dawn. Caretaker Interior Minister Sarfaraz Bhakti told media that nearly 1.73 million unregistered Afghans are living in Pakistan. He also claimed that out of 24 suicide attacks in the country since January, 14 were carried out by Afghan nationals. 55 Chinese soldiers were killed when a nuclear-powered submarine sunk after being caught in a trap intended for American and British vessels. UK-based The Times has reported, citing leaked British intelligence reports. The incident took place in the Yellow Sea, the outlet further said in its report. However, China has denied the loss of submarine, as has Taiwan. But the British intelligence report identified the PLA Navy submarine as 093417 and added that it suffered catastrophic failure that poisoned the crew on August 21st. The captain and 21 officers are among the dead, the report further said. The vessels were said to have run out of oxygen near Shandong province, north of Shanghai, after it was caught in seabed defenses installed by its own forces, the Time report said. The Royal Swedish Academy of Sciences has announced the names of the winners of the Nobel Prize 2023 in the field of chemistry this year. The Academy of Sciences has decided the Nobel in Chemistry to Mongi G. Bawendi, Louis E. Bruce, and Alexei I. Ikimov for the discovery and synthesis of quantum dots. According to the Royal Swedish Academy of Sciences, quantum dots are tiny nanoparticles whose sizes determines their properties. It is pertinent to note that an element's properties are governed by the number of electrons it possesses. However, when matter shrinks to nano dimensions, quantum phenomena arise. The size of the matter governs this. The Nobel Prize awardees Bawendi, Bruce, and Ikim have succeeded in producing particles so small that their properties are determined by quantum phenomena. The particles, which are called quantum dots, are now of great importance in nanotechnology. Before we end, let's take a quick look at the headlines once again. 5 months into ethnic clash, security force personnel still don't allow Meiteis to enter own home in Torbung area. Protests demanding justice for 2 slain Meitei students continue across valley. And flash floods in Sikkim's Tistar River lift, 23 army personnel missing. Search operation on. And that is all we have for now, but for more news updates, keep watching Northeast Window.